Hold on, y'all. YT is where we get our replay. So let me start that. There we go. They probably like, dang, she real late. No, she just been talking and then here go live. But we live now. So the replay is started. Okay. Like I said, today we're going to work on a design, and what we want to do is build on some of the things that we've learned and practiced either on live or in our assignments that we've had. Okay, so to start things off, when we first started Canva one-on-one, I know there are some new people here as well. That's why I want to quickly recap on this. We went down this left-hand side where we learned we could go here to projects and create folders. We could go to templates to get inspiration, design templates and ideas, and how to use the filters for them. We talked about building up a brand kit and how to do that. Talked about apps, and we even talked about Dreamlab. So Dreamlab is a AI image generator that is housed inside of Canva. Okay, we will talk about that today in a little bit more details than we've ever talked about it. So hang tight with me on that. We also talked about when you create a folder in projects, we named it Canva one-on-one, and we started so it can show up here on our menu. So anytime we get ready to create a design as we go, this what keeps us organized and keep us on track as we're learning new things. Hello. Hey, Miss Cherise. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, V. Welcome in, y'all. Hey, Meadow Jane. Hey, would this be? Yes, I need to add it to the DQ Canva Academy as well. It definitely would be on my YT, but I'm gonna add it inside the Canva Academy as well. Have a good day at work. Me too. I'm just on a lunch break. But y'all know we make it happen. I take y'all through the real journey with me. So we make it happen. All right. So first, I'm gonna go to the home page because I want to show y'all right here the different things that you can do. Okay, this just reminded me. I just need to copy something real quick. Hold on. I need to add something in the Telegram group, so I need to make a note. Okay. So here, what you can do is click on create a design. Here to start a design, you can click on any of these buttons across the top. You can search for certain templates. This custom size and uploads, all this is the same inside of this create a design button. So it looks like this. Those are those same headers. So it just depends on how you want to access it. Okay. So if I click here, I'm gonna go to custom size, and I'm just gonna do a standard 2000 by 2000 pixel design. Okay. So that size that we're working on today is 2000 by 2000. Hint, you will be doing a assignment on what we're going over today in class. Okay. Just like we did for the last assignment when we created the frames and images, we're going to be doing an assignment based on this design today. So if it's okay to ask questions, watch the replay again. I would give y'all a few days, of course, to get it done because we're just going to keep building and building on what we're learning. Okay. At the same time, hitting back on those basics and calling it out like I did just now. So those who are joining can still catch up with us and be able to know what's going on. Anybody on YT, can y'all say hey to me in the chat? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. I'm a little concerned. I'm going to see, can y'all hear me? I have to make sure my sound is playing on YT. So give me 1 second, y'all. Because if it's not, it's going to make me think that the replay will be silenced, and that would defeat the purpose. So let me see if I can get a confirmation from somebody. Yes, can hear you. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, we good, y'all. I'm so used to them talking to me over there. I was a little nervous. Thank you for the follow. Yes, have a good one. Hassle free. Good afternoon. It was hard to find us live. Oh no, why you say that? Are you on my email list? Where did you know to come here for a live? Let me make sure that you good. Let me know. So we're doing 2000 by 2000 pixel. Yes, Tisha, that's her, girl. That's her. Hi, is it Nyambu? Let me know how I did. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 mean I nailed it. 1 mean try again tomorrow. All right. So from here, now that we have this, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about fonts, just really quick, because we want to start off with clicking text. So y'all know we got our text button here. Add a text box, magic write, fonts here for your brand kit. We got our dynamic text, so we need to do page numbers on anything, especially like ebooks and guides. And then this was one of our assignments where we came here to look at font combinations so we can get ideas on the different types of fonts inside of Canva, both pro and free. Okay, so once you start to learn about the different fonts, you can start building out whatever it is that you want to build out. Okay, so let me pick let's do a free font, of course. I don't know what we gonna create, but let's click this one. This look real cute. So we're gonna click on vibe check. Of course, we're gonna make it bigger. And one of the things we did in that assignment was ungroup it. So when you ungroup things that are multiple fonts, you're able to click on it and see Fine Day 1 is one of the fonts and shorthand is another one. So as you're learning about fonts and designing, you can see the different fonts that are available in Canva and start to, hone in on ones that you really like. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to move this to the top. You're going to notice as you are learning to design, you're going to change that design 50 million times before you get it right. Hey, Di. And that's okay. That's a part of learning and practicing and seeing what works better with other things and colors, fonts, like all of it is just, it works together. Okay. So maybe for this one, we can put, beauty. Why this popped in my head, y'all? I don't know, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. And then we're gonna put here slay. I'm just making it up. Just focus on the tips and tricks in the design, okay? So we're gonna do this, and like I said, as you're designing things, you're gonna start moving it around. You're gonna be making stuff smaller than the original. You're gonna be changing the colors, but that is what you're supposed to do, right? Use the resources and things that you have until you really get good at a certain style that you like to build up that confidence, okay? Okay, perfect. Are these lives recorded? Yes, beautiful. If you screenshot this really quick, this is where you can see to get the YT. Sugar Pie been getting my attention. Ooh, Beauty and Barbara. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna do something. I got something. And then you can find the assignments, okay? Because we're gonna do this one more time. Okay, so dang, now you make me want to go ahead and do that now. But then I don't want to make it seem like Barbara is smaller either. I think about all of that. But it could be somebody. I like that though. Oh, I'm missing a letter. Okay, y'all. I'm not going to get stuck on this. Y'all know I go down a rabbit hole with some designing. Okay, so we're just going to go with this. So this is how, like I said, you can play with the different fonts. This is where you have your things up here where you can change the color. You can change the alignment, the transparency. You can add animation. So we will build and talk about all of this, okay? I'm going to try my best to get through it as much as possible so we can do this, okay? Usually when you highlight something and you see this word effects is a purple, that particular design already has an effect on it. So if you click on it, you'll see what the effect is and you can choose if you want to change it, or anything like we just did here. So this particular one currently has the outline effect on it. And this is where I can change the thickness of it and I can change the colors and things like that, okay? So that's how you know if something is on the effects because you will see the effects in purple. So and when I highlight this one, it's not showing up purple here because there's no effect on it. Okay. Hi, Lady Lavender. Good morning, Letitia. Y'all drop some emojis in the chat if y'all feeling good so far. Drop some emojis in the chat. All right. So the next thing that we want to talk about is what if you see a font or you learn about a font that's not in Canva? What do you do? So one time on live, we talked about a few options. We talked about Creative Fabrica. So Creative Fabrica is one of my favorite places to get fonts. It does come with a purchase of things. So you can either do a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, or pay per design. But as you can see, they have a host library full of fonts. And one of the things that you want to look for when using fonts is that you get commercial usage to it, okay? So if you go in here and you filter for beauty fonts, let's really do that example. I want to show you what you want to look for. So you can type in beauty fonts, if you know a font name that you're looking for or whatever, or you can use these filters to start narrowing down, you can do that. So if, let's say for instance, we're looking and we find one that we like, let's go with Heartbeat. We want to select it and make sure it comes with commercial rights. So you see here it says commercial usage allowed. This means that we can use this in something that we could potentially sell or monetize or make money from. So we're working on a design right now. It looks like we're going the direction of some type of beauty flyer. So that's what we're going to go with. It's giving beauty flyer. Okay. But the goal here is to learn the different tips and tricks and things when it comes to building a design in general. Literally, no matter what you create, these things are going to be very helpful to learn, okay? So even if you don't ever want to create invitations or flyers, even if you create something for social media or ebook or whatever, you need to know how to find fonts, right? You need to know how to upload fonts. You must have Canva Pro. You want to know what to look for. So commercial usage when you want to do these kind of things. You also want to be aware of the font. This is thefont.com. You can get fonts here as well. But a lot of these, to me, it's not a lot that comes with commercial, because a lot of these you will see for personal use, right? For personal use, 100% free is what you're looking for. But to me, I just like Creative Fabrica better. I just do. So, but I would love giving it different options because I want you to make that decision. Okay. I also want to introduce you to my font. So this is what the font. This link is inside of the Canva Academy already. If you go to Classroom and you look in recommended products right here, this module, you're going to see this. Trying to figure out what a font is, you can use this. If you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, what is that font? You can take a picture of it or get the URL, upload it in here, and it can help you identify what that font is. That way, you can look in Canva first to see if it's in there. And if it's not, you can check Creative Fabrica or the font and see if it's a font that you can get. I do want you to be mindful as well that there will be certain fonts that does come with rights that you cannot use to monetization, because it's like what's the word, y'all? It's just gonna be illegal to use it. So be very mindful of that kind of stuff, okay? But I just wanted to remind you all about where you can go to find fonts. And then when you find one, you can come right here to where we see Find a One. And you're going to see at the bottom, if you have Canva Pro, you can upload a font. So this is where you will upload it. It's going to give you a message basically for you to confirm that you have commercial rights to it, because Canva do not want to be responsible if you use a font that you don't have the rights to, okay? And then once you upload it, you're going to see a section, if you scroll down, where it says uploaded font. So these are all the fonts that I have uploaded into Canva myself. I wonder if ChatGPT could help you find a similar. Listen, Leslie, are you looking at my tabs at the top? I think you are, because you're right on it. Also, Leslie just said something very important. Can we use ChatGPT to help us? Leslie, the answer is yes. And let me show you this example right here. I asked it to please provide me with the top 3 fonts that are perfect for hair and beauty flyers. Listen, Leslie, me and Chat go together real bad. We real best friends. And it gave me 3. I know this one is in Canva. I know this one's in Canva. And you can take these and go see if they're in Canva or if you have to find them from somewhere else. Okay. You can also try to upload an image and ask it to identify the font. But if that doesn't work all the time, then you can always use this one here. Okay. Also, let's say for instance, it's say a font that's not in Canva, you can't find it on Creative Fabrica, you can't find it on Define, you don't know where this font is. You can go back in here and say, "Ooh, I love font option." Hold on, y'all. Option 2, but I cannot find it. Can you please provide me? Let's spell please right. Oh Lord, look at the extra letters, Jesus. No, please provide me with. Oh, let me scoot this over. So I'm sorry. With a similar free font idea. Okay. So you can tell it, hey, I really like this font, but either I can't find it or I don't want to pay for it. So can you help me find a free one that's similar? And you can do this. You're so polite to chat. It sees past all the yes. Listen, Leslie, I had to learn how to be nice to my chat because when I was mean to it, it was mean back. So it give me emojis now. It say my hey Bree. Like it's real nice to me now, but yeah, it used to be real mean to me. Hey sis. Woohoo, you're on my For You page. I need to learn how to make digital products. I love that. Who else from the For You page? Let me know. Drop a me in the chat if you from the For You page. Sign up for Creative Fabrica. Miss Sharice, you can. It is totally optional. I can show you inside of our Canva Academy as well. I have the link here. It's still in that recommended products module for Creative Fabrica. So you can sign up here, but like I said, you do have a few options of payment where you can do it $3.99 a month. I think I paid I did the 47 for 12 months. Or like I said, they have the option where you can purchase things individually, which I don't recommend that one. I definitely recommend either the monthly or the yearly. But this is my favorite one to find really, really nice fonts. Okay. Yes, copyright or trademark. Thank you, T. Oh, that right there. That. Don't use that font. Don't use that font. Okay, perfect. So we got that. Okay, so we got some good response here. And now, like I said, we can adjust and change the font if we need to or upload our own font. Okay. Y'all got my notes so I can stay on track today because y'all know these rabbit holes be real. All right. So now that we talked about fonts, the next thing that I want to talk about is grids. This is something we have not talked about just yet. We've talked about frames, but we haven't talked about grids. When I say grids, this is what I mean. So in Elements, you can scroll down if you want to until you see the section called grids that's right under frames. We've talked about frames. Or you can type up here grids. Okay, it's totally up to you. So I'm gonna hit see all. And grids are just an arrangement of frames. Okay. You will see these sometimes when people want certain layouts, and it just saves you some time to having to do these manually. Because you definitely can. That's all it is an arrangement of frames, but it just saves you time. So if you was looking for some type of frame, you wanted to come in here first to see if they already had one in grids, you can come in here and find different layouts to display something. You can also, let's scroll up a little bit. Let's say, for instance, let me find a good one. I seen a grid. I don't like none of these choices that I like. Let me see, can I use this one? But I didn't want to use the entire one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this grid here. I just picked one, y'all. It popped up over here. But what I'm about to do now, I don't even think I'm gonna let it do it. But this is how a grid will look, first of all. Let's start there. So let's say, for instance, this is the grid we wanted. What you do now is just drop images in here. Like I said, a grid is a collection of frames. These frames are used for you to drag and drop stuff into it, and it takes the shape in the position of that frame. Okay. Like I said, if you was ones where you wanted to create something different, I'm gonna duplicate this because I really like that setup. But let's say for instance, we didn't want this particular one here. You can go inside of frames over here because you already know what the grid looks like, but you know you only want the boxes, right? You can go to frames, get this square frame, okay, because that's what that grid is made of. You can minimize it to make it the size you want. You can stack your own 3 just like this, highlight it, and maybe you want yours to tilt instead, and you only want these. That quickly, you'd have made a grid of your own. Okay, if you wanted to go the other way, you're just literally stacking frames a certain way. That's all a grid is. So I wanted to show y'all what it looks like, and then, hey, how are you? Then show you how you can build one by yourself by stacking frames. Okay, and I like to use the grid sometimes because it's a lot faster, but sometimes you want a certain look that's not necessarily provided, so you use these as ideas of what some grids would look like. Okay, can you use grids for affirmations? The only way you can drop something in here is image based. So let's say for instance, you did affirmations and you saved them as an image, you could drop them inside of the frames because the frames are for pictures. Okay, and a grid is nothing but a collection of the frames. Okay. So now that we learned grids, okay, so in y'all designs, I want you to include some type of grid, whether you dragged and dropped it from grids or you built your own. I want to see some type of grid. I want to see some type of font, okay? So using my layout can help you, but I want you to get as creative as possible. But I really want you to understand how to use some of these things, okay? I'm so sorry to make you repeat. How did you get here? Please let me know if it's in elements. So yes, under elements, we scroll down to we saw grids. This is how we created this first one by selecting one of the grids. And then we did the second one by going to frames because we learned that grids are a collection of frames. And we just took this one and we duplicated it 3 times and then we turned it. Okay. How do you upload a font? Yes, Miss Sharice, if you select the text box already and you click on the name of the text, you're going to scroll down, or even you got to scroll at the very bottom of this. Let me push this down a little bit for y'all. You will see upload a font. This is a Canva Pro feature though. Okay. So if you have Canva Pro, you're good to go. You can upload a font. Hello. All right. Okay, so now that we have this, I want to touch on Dreamlab for a second. You're so welcome. A lot of people have been asking about Dreamlab. So if you go to your homepage, you're going to find Dreamlab one or two ways. Right here on this left-hand side panel at the bottom, or if you click on Make Me an Image, that's right here on the Canva homepage. Okay, so I'm gonna click on Make Me an Image because most people have this, or they have both. Okay, so let's go here. Everybody got this one. So make me an image. Hey, welcome in. When you click on make me an image, it's going to bring you to their little Dream Lab area that looks like this. So it's going to say Dream Lab at the top. What will you imagine? This is if you need to do an image reference, you can upload. This is the different styles of your image, right? And then this is the actual size. So anytime you're creating something, if you already know if it's going to be square or rectangle or vertical, horizontal, if you already know those things, then you can go ahead and set your aspect ratio for that size, especially for my queens who create Printify. Okay, it really helps, makes it easier for you to do your aspect ratio up front so you don't have to move it so much. When you freestyling designs, you can still do this because it depends on if you want a full body, if you want it to be skinnier or wider because you're thinking about a frame that you're dropping it in, because that's important too. So if I know I got square frames on my designs, I'm going to create square images that I could possibly drop in there. Okay, so if you think about those kind of things up front, it'll save you some time on the back end. Hey, Raina, how are you? Yes, y'all, this right here is crazy. I was playing with this just to see what it'd do. Of course, it did way better in Mid Journey, but I was Dreamlab didn't do bad. Okay, it didn't do bad. It didn't do bad. We can work with some of this. It's okay, the arms and stuff. We gonna work with it. We gonna work with it because I really want y'all just to understand how to navigate this. Now, with this part, I do want you to use Dreamlab, and I know you're gonna be like, but I know I can get this image better in Midjourney. I know. But you already, if you got Canva Pro, you got 500 credits in Dreamlab. It's not going to hurt you to practice, okay? It's not going to hurt you to try it out with this assignment. So I really want you to try your very best only to create the image in Dreamlab. Okay. And then if you have Canva free, I think you get about 25 credits, but each credit gives you 4 images. Okay. So you never use Dreamlab. See, for this exercise, we're going to use Dreamlab. And you're gonna have to play with different styles, different wording. I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to get you started because let's say, for instance, you love Mid Journey. You can take your prompt from Mid Journey and use it just like I did for this one in Dreamlab to get you started. And then you can play around. So I'm gonna move this up here. You can now play around with the different sizes, right? So I need some square ones. We're going to run it with smart. So if I hit create, it's going to drop this from 135, I mean 435 to 434, and it's going to start generating 4 images. And then I can change this again to let's do stock photo, and we're going to run it again. So I'm just going to hit that create button. Sasha said, "Oh, I used this the other day for my Twitch background I made in Streamlabs, streaming BG. Oh, I love that, Sasha. See, and you already using it. Okay, I love it. Let's try portrait. Because the rest of these, you're going to learn. You can still play with these, though. If you're not used to styles, come play with it. You got 500 credits, girl. Press it. It ain't going to hurt nothing. This is how you get to learn what it do. Press it. You're going to start getting some crazy stuff, but that's what you need to see. 3D render. So just pick 3. You ain't got to do what I did. Just pick 3 and then keep going. They have improved a lot. It used to create my ebook cover. And listen, they've came a very long way. They still got some time to go because it's giving Barbie. I don't know what style this was. And that's another thing. I don't know, and somebody correct me, but I can't remember if you can tell the style from the image. I just try my best to like remember what I clicked, if that makes sense. But like this one particular, we can shake something with this one. It ain't bad. We had to zoom in and stuff, but this is one we can use. I don't want y'all to be uploading nothing like this unless it's supposed to be a wig that you're talking about. I still don't like it. Don't do it. So I want you to pay attention to hands and body and like that looks weird, right? Because I want y'all to be very intentional when it comes to this. Don't just pick something. I want you to be very intentional. Okay. This is my longer body one. So I'm actually going to take her and use her in this design as well. So I'm going to just hit copy. When you hit copy versus edit, it doesn't open it in another window. If you hit edit, it's going to open it in its own window. So the fact that I'm going to be using her on this, I just hit that copy button. Okay. So I'm going to paste this over here. So I want you to have one main image. And don't worry, I'm going to spell out these details. I want you to remove the background. We putting all our skills together. Okay. And then once you do that, I want you to then go find you some more images to fill in these 3. So that's going to be 4 images I want you to create all together. If you come in Dreamlab and you like all 4 across your row, that's fine. We can copy her because I only need this top part of her because I know the rest of it going to be cut off. We're going to paste. We can keep the background and we're going to drag her in this frame. Let's do the middle one. As you can see, it's a square frame, so it cut her off a little bit. That's why it's important to do your aspect ratio up front. But you can double click it and adjust her to just get that top part of her head. Y'all feeling good? Let me check in. Hey, where do we get those pictures? Oh, I just made them in Dreamlab. I can show y'all the prompt I use so y'all can have a head start. Let me show y'all that prompt. So this is the prompt that I use right here. Let me make it a little bigger. So this is the prompt right here inside of Dreamlab. You still gonna have to decide what style you want to use. I want you to try smart. I want you to try stock, and I want you to try portrait. Okay. You can adjust these prompts however you need to. You want her hair to be different. You want whatever you want. But this is just the base, okay? Dreamlab is free. If you have Canva free, you get 25 credits. If you have Canva Pro, you get 500 credits. Each credit gives you 4 images, okay? Okay. So let's get another one. We can grab her. I'm going to paste her down here in this frame. I'm going to double click and drop it down. All right. And I'm going to go grab one more. Now, don't y'all grab this picture. Look at that hair. Y'all know better. I really like the brown background. Is she the only one? Them the only two with brown backgrounds. Let's get her. No, that's our main picture, ain't it? That's okay. Let's find another one. Let's pick you. And then drop this. And I can always ask Dreamlab to change the background color to what's the word, y'all? Jesus, change it to brown. Let me see if I go to color edit, if it's gonna grab that gray. So I selected a picture. I went right here to edit photo, and I'm gonna scroll down. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go to adjust, scroll down. It did not pick it up. I was trying to see if it picked up that gray. But I don't want y'all to focus on that. There are so many tips and tricks for that. That is not the goal. That is not the mission, okay? So also I want you to know when you copy and paste things from Dreamlab, it do come over here to your uploads. So let's say, for instance, you need to swap the picture out because you want the gray in the middle. You can come over here, hit delete, so you can delete the image, right? And then I'm just going to drag the one that I want in here and replace it. So it does go to your upload. You don't have to go back to Dreamlab, copy it again. Nope, go right over there to your uploads, okay? All right, so here we are so far. Anna, thank you. I'm so glad to be in class. I'm glad you're here. This is so helpful. Perfect. We got smart, stock, and portrait. Exactly. Thank you. I'm going to pin that. These are the 3 styles I at least want you to try at minimum. At minimum, okay? We're going to fix the color of this text because now it's blending with our image. So we learn how to change colors. Maybe we can change this to a white, and then we can click on effects up here. We learned this too. We can go to outline, and we're going to change this color to maybe like a pink or a black. We're going to do black. So that make it pop a little bit more for us, okay? Okay. And don't worry, y'all gonna have this replay. As soon as I get off of here, it'll be available on YT, okay? You can change this color if you want to. Now that you got some images in there, you can go right here, get the Doppler, right? And you can say, I want it to be this brown if you want it to blend better. So we learned that trick too. So you see, when you learn the basics first, that we learned the first couple of classes, you're able to start being creative and design things because you're starting to put those things together, right? You're starting to combine all the skills that you've learned over that time. Also, y'all see how I made her bigger? If I want her to be this size, but I don't want her to cover her, with having this image selected, I can go up here to position, or I can click on these 3 dots. I can go to layer and then do send backwards. So it went behind her. I'm going to do send backwards. I could have did send to back, but I just wanted to see it by layer first. So let's do it one more time. And then I kind of put her behind it. You can bring her back forward again if you like, but just bring her down so she won't cover exactly that hole. You see what I'm saying? So just move things around. As you start to add things, you will change stuff, and that's okay. You may say, okay, now that I moved her down, I want my end from beauty to be down here. So we want this down. Now we got to keep in mind the adjustments that we made. So we may need to slide this over, right? So now if you have something like this, you may want to take Barbara and put it somewhere else. Oh, that's cute too. But now we may want to make it a color because it's on the white. So I want you to just get really creative and just really try. It don't have to be perfect. Y'all see, I'm not trying to make nothing perfect. I'm just moving things around. I do not want you to focus on it being perfect. I just want you to focus on understanding and using these things that's at your fingertips, okay? Was those 3 little frames separate? They was, Corey. They were frames inside of elements. And I just went right here to the square frame. Do you use credits each time you copy one of the images? You do. You use one credit. Oh, wait, I take that back, Leslie. You talking about copy the image to use it? No, you do not. You only use a credit every time you hit that create button in Dreamlab. Okay? So anytime you hit this button right here, this is when you use a credit, not to copy it. I'm sorry. Dreamlab, from your home page, you're going to see something at the top that says, let me go back a second. Let's close this one out. You're going to see something on your home page that says create me an image. So from the home page, just in case y'all missed it, let me show this to everybody. Can you explain transparency? I can. We can actually add that to the design to really spoof it up. But transparency be optional, but it'll definitely be a cool add-on. But right here, this peel button that's going to pop up is going to say make me an image. You can use that to go to Dreamlab unless you see it right here on your left-hand side panel. If you don't see it right here, you're going to see it right here. Make me an image. And it's going to open up in here. Okay. It was smart. Yep, that's it. Oh, smart portrait and stock was the style. So right here, where you see select the style in Dreamlab, you will see that there's a smart one. You will see that there's a stock photo, and then you'll see portrait. And if you run out of credits, it gives you like 40 images bonus. First off, if you run out of credits, I don't want you to use the 40 until you put those images to work. Because that means you got 500 times 4 worth of images. So I expect some products from you, some image bundles, prompt guides, whatever you want to do. I need to see that. If you run out of credits, I refuse to let you move on until you show me you to put them images to work. This is my YouTube right here. The Digital Queenpreneur, and I ain't gonna talk to you about no more images until I see the products and that you posted them and that you done created some promotions and marketing for them. I ain't gonna be happy until I see that. you gonna have to hear my mouth. Oh, cause no way. Okay, so with transparency, that was a great question. One of the ways that I use transparency is, let's say for instance, we have this image and I duplicate it and I want to use it as a fade in the background. So I'm just going to position if I want, or go to the 3 dots and I'm gonna move to the back. All right, so let's bring her over just a smidge. Bring her over just a smidge. But I'm this one that's in the back. Lord, if I can get to her. If you can't get to it like me, just click on position, come over here to layers, and you can get to it like that. Okay, so now I'm highlighting her, so that means that I've grabbed her. Now at the top, this little faded checkerboard is called transparency. You can use this on whatever when it's available. So if I click transparency and I lower this, watch this girl in the back. You use transparency for watermarks. You use transparency to create certain designs like this, but it lowers the color of it, okay? So if you want her to do a little peekaboo in the background, maybe we can bring her over right there, bring this over a little bit. That is how you can use transparency. That is optional. You do not have to do that on your design. It's optional, okay? But that is an option. So the homework has to say, it does not. This homework can say whatever you want it to say. It can have whatever grid style you want to go with. Because remember, we looked at this option too. It can be whatever colors, whatever images. I just want you to have text on here. I want you to have a few different images. So this one is 4. So at least 4 images. And I just want you to play with the tips and tricks with the fonts and the colors and drag and dropping in frames to create something like this. And we're going to stop right there because mind you, with this, we can add some shapes on here to put some text on the top so you can put dates and times and address. We can do that. We can do that tomorrow. Maybe we can build on it tomorrow. But you know what? No, that's going to be too fast because I want y'all to practice this. So we're going to start with this, okay? And then we're going to build on it where we're going to add some more shapes and add some text to the top. We're going to add some animation because maybe this is going to be something that we can send digital and it'll show the animation. So we're going to build on it. Okay, but for now, I want you to practice using font combinations and looking at different fonts and positioning them and changing the color, looking at grids or building your own grid. I want you to practice creating images inside of DreamLab. Okay. Can you get DreamLab to relocate in an image already? Can you get DreamLab to recreate an already image? Oh, got it. So the best way to do that, I will tell you that is one beautiful thing. It's 2000 by 2000 pixel. One of the beautiful things about AI and in general, if you create an image, you can get as close to it as possible, but it will not duplicate it. Okay. That's how people do prompt guides, and they don't mind showing prompts because it'll be different. Right. So you can get as close as possible. Let's say, for instance, we was down here and we changed our mind and we wanted to go with a style that was closer to this. We can click this arrow right here to the left that says reuse prompt to send it back up to the top. And now we can use that same prompt that we use to create the image to give us something different. Let's say, for instance, you have an image and you want the style of it. You can add it here as a style reference. I also recommend you trying it with and without style reference if that's something you want to do, because you can see the difference. Okay. But that's how you can reuse a prompt. You can add that image here as well to help get it as close as possible. Just run it both ways. But that is one way you can at least reuse that prompt. Bria, how do I get the picture in the current page? So if you want to, are you saying like how do you go from DreamLab to getting it? So for our images, we was here, right? This bottom left hand, you have copy, download. If you click edit, it takes it to its own window in Canva. These 3 dots, you'll see where you got some style reference, copy image. I want y'all to see all the options. Also on this 3 dots, if you create something and they was just real left field, you can report it if it's really bad or just delete it so it don't show up on your main feed, because sometimes they do create scary looking stuff. All right. But you can copy it right here in this bottom left hand corner and then go into your design and literally Control V to paste, or you can right click and hit paste. So Control V to paste or right click and hit paste, and it'll come on over. Okay. You welcome, T. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Where can I get some good prompts? So Ashley, who is the co-creator with me for the DQ Canva Academy, she has something called the Mega AI Prompt Collection. Let me see, though I have it up on this other page. I can show you. But inside of there is where I get a lot of my prompts. There will be some other individuals that sell prompts as well. You can also take inspiration images that you may see on somebody else's page, you may see on Pinterest, or whatever the case may be, and you can take it and ask Midjourney to describe it, or you can ask ChatGPT to describe the image, and you can get prompts that way as well. Okay. Cynthia, I'm glad you're here. You know, I wasn't going to show it until you showed up. Let me pull up your question. I took a screenshot of it because I know I would lose it like I did. Okay. We can add it to this one, Cynthia. So Cynthia is in my DQ Canva Academy, and she asked a question in our chat about adding social media links to social media icons in Canva. So let me show y'all really quick. If this person had a Facebook group, an Instagram, and a TikTok, what we would do to add our social media icons in the links to it. Okay. Before I go in there, though, let me show y'all Ashley's Mega AI Prompt Collection. If you're in the Canva Academy, she do give you a discount code for this, just looking at AI module, and it does come with a ChatGPT replay. But inside of each one of these prompt guides, and we will continue to get new ones throughout the year, when you open them up, there's prompts and sample images. So this is an example of one of them. So I usually get my prompts for her prompt collection, or taking images and asking ChatGPT or Midjourney to describe it. And these would be the prompts. So that's one way that you can get prompts. Okay. And if y'all want to follow Ashley or grab her Mega AI Prompt Collection and you're not inside of the Canva Academy, first off, let me do another window. Let me show y'all her page. And y'all can just screenshot it, and we'll go to the social media part. So I can show y'all how to add icons and links. It's a bonus if you do this part. This is just extra stuff. It's a bonus if you can do it, though. And Cynthia, I'm still going to add a little short clip of this inside the Canva Academy as well. But I wanted to show you on live, too. Where's my girl, Ashley? Here she go. And like I said, she is the co-creator inside the Canva Academy. So she does a lot of the mentoring calls with me on Monday nights, because that's when we get together on Zoom and just talk, answer questions and things like that. And she also really heavy with us on the AI images and how to use ChatGPT. So this is how you can get to her page, and you'll see here, grab Mega AI Prompt Collection. It's on this LINK. Okay, so that's what I use for a lot of my prompts, because she always dropping different ones. And if you in the Canva Academy, check our portal for your link and your code. Okay, and you'll find that inside of Classroom, and then you'll see the AI module. All right. And for this live replay, if y'all don't remember, if you're inside the Canva Academy, they will be here. TikTok live replays. If you're not inside just yet, then you can find them on my YouTube, my YT. Okay, so let me go back to our design. So to add social media icons and links, the first thing we want to do is go to apps. Inside of apps, I want y'all to look for an app that's called Brand Fetch. This is where you can get those different kind of icons for these brands, okay? And just to make sure you get the right one, it makes it easier for everybody. So it's this B. We can open up Brand Fetch, and we want to look for, let's say we want to add our link to our, you see we did Facebook. Let's say Facebook. We can open it up. It's going to give you different variations that you can use. So I'm going to grab this black one and take it over there. I also want to link them to TikTok. So I'm going to find, not TikTok. Click on that one to see the different options it gives. And I'm going to pick this one because you want your icons to match your design or your ebook, whatever you're creating, but also match each other. So don't pick one that's this and then this one is black. No, make them look together. It's all about being cohesive with each other. And then let's do Instagram. And you ain't got to worry about changing the color. No, pick what's in here so they ain't go, nobody can say nothing about you changing nothing. So now that I have these, I'm going to highlight each one and shrink them together so they can be the same size. And then I'm going to bring you here to her shirt because it's the only place it's going to be able to stand out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see this. All right. So now, stop. Y'all, my mouse is tripping. I'm sorry. Y'all probably like, what is going on with the screen? It's my mouse. So let's say, for instance, we want this one. The boom zooms are real. Sorry, y'all. Let's cover up a little bit because Jesus, girl. Let's just do this for the sake of the image. I didn't realize how crazy it looked till I zoomed in. Let me let go of that mouse because that's making my head hurt. We're going to make a little triangle right here. Scoot you over. Y'all, this ain't perfect, but we got to cover up the girlies. So we had to finesse this one. All right. So let's say, for instance, this is what we're going to do it at. Now we got the highlighted TikTok. We're going to go to your TikTok page or whoever TikTok page and get that URL at the top because that's the link that you need. That's going to take them to your TikTok page. Go back to your design, click on those 3 dots because you still got the TikTok icon highlighted and you want to look for a link. This is where you link anything, link tabs, link an ebook, link a video, link something within the document. This is the link, okay? You're going to paste that link right here at that top, and you're going to hit done. And you're going to hit done. Then you're going to go to your Facebook page, get that URL, paste it right here. Go to your Instagram, get that URL, click those 3 dots, link, and paste it right here. Okay? If you need to test it out, you just click on that. You're going to see where it goes, and you're going to click it. And it's going to take it so you can make sure that you got the right URL. Always check your links, always, okay? So that's how you know that it's linked to the right thing. So if you have links in something, that means you're going to save this as a PDF standard in order to share it out and so it can be clickable. I think also with public view only link is clickable as well. Let me test that out. So public view only link, created, copy link, and then I'm gonna paste this up here. So if you was doing like an Evite, this is the link you could use. Of course, it got both of them because there's 2 in there. And let me see if this is clickable. It looked like it was. The mouse changed. Hold on, and I'm gonna click it. So yeah, in the public view only link, the links are clickable as 2. So it'll be either PDF standard, not print, because you want to make sure those links are clickable, or public view only link. All right, Miss Cynthia, I'm about to check the chat. Let me know how you feeling about that. All right, got it. Thank you, sis. You're welcome. Hey, Matt, how are you? What time it is? I got to get up off of here, y'all. Changing the portraits, great. Yes, I'm in the cabinet, but I still need to learn how to navigate it. Yeah, so what you can do too, if you come up here, I have a video for you. Look in Classroom and go to Welcome. Inside of your Welcome module, you're going to see a few videos in here because I'm real extra. But this is how you navigate the platform. This is just a welcome from me. Welcome you into the Canva Academy. I need to update this too. If you don't know which module to start with, I added this video in here and then the link for DQ merch, which I need to add some more to this. But let's start with your welcome module, and I got some tutorials in there to help you. Okay. Hey Tasha, it's okay. You're gonna have the replay on YT. You always ask me questions if you have any. Hey, Share Little Love. Hey, Meek. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm signing up through Pretty Eyes. Perfect. We love Tisha. Welcome you in already. Cannot wait to have you. And like I said, our community tab where you see people sharing their wins and testimonies, asking questions, where I do announcements and things, our challenges. You have this at the top to help you navigate to certain areas. Up here at the top, this is where you can go to the classroom to see the different modules that we have available. And on the calendar is where you will find the links to our free mentoring, which is every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and any other classes that we have. If you missed any past classes, that's okay, because in Classroom, if you scroll to the bottom, there's a module for live class replays if you want to see any of the classes that we've had, okay? And then everything else is going to be self-explanatory. If you do have questions, this is a safe place, I promise. Go to the community and you can ask it here. Write something and label it as questions, or you can go down here. There's a pinned post that takes you to our Telegram, which is our area where you can have more of a chat setting like texting. Okay, so all of that is totally up to you. How soon did you say? As soon as I get off of live, it's going to be available. Soon as I hang up, it's going to be on YT. Canva Academy is it's $147 regular price, but since you're catching me on live, I do want you to make sure you use your code ready, and it's going to bring it to right under $100. You can still use payment plans and get the instant access, and that is a one-time payment. Okay, that is not monthly. And it'll be in the LINK, my BIO. Let me drop it for YT because I don't know exactly how to tell y'all to get to my link. But for TT, it's up here. If you click my face in this top left-hand corner, my face will pop up again. Click that, and you're going to see on my store that there's a DQ Canva Academy. Then you just scroll down where you can use your discount code. So please use it. Code ready if you are ready to join us. We definitely go into Canva a lot more inside of there. We talk about Printify and a little bit of everything, platforms to sell on. We have someone in there that can, it's a paid service, but she's in there to help you set up your store and different things like that. Let me give this link to YouTube really quick before I get off for the day. Oh, Lord, my thing about to go dead. Let me see, can I do this before it go dead? If not, let me take a picture of your page so I can make sure I get it to you. Do we have to use the 3 grid or we can do it manually? You can do it manually as long as I see your frame that you didn't drop the image in. That's all I'm looking for. Now this thing want to move so slow. Here you go. Canva Academy, copy. And as soon as you get your confirmation, it's going to be a thank you page. In that thank you page, it's going to see a button to click to request access because we are hosted inside of the school platform. And then you will be asked for your name, your email, who you purchased from. Because it is affiliate, so you do get the opportunity to resell it. So that's why we ask those questions, so we can, shout out to the DQs who make their sales like Raina did the other day. So proud of you. So that's why we ask those questions, okay? All right. You'll love it there. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, your name is Tisha too? Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I am going to call it a day. DQs, like I always say, even when life turns you upside down, do not let your crown fall. Y'all have a great Friday. I will be on live tomorrow for class again. That'll be 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to keep building on this design. I may go ahead and post the assignment today so y'all can get started. But the replay is on YT if you want to watch the replay and get started on your assignment. So as soon as I post a video about it, y'all gonna be ready. Like, y'all should have came to class. You could have had a head start. Okay, you're welcome. See you tomorrow. I love you too, Miss Sharice. You're welcome, Empress. Thank you, Meadow. Thank you, Cynthia. See you tomorrow, Tasha. See you, Letitia. I just noticed I'm on my other account. Can't wait to apply this to my business. Huh? Okay. All righty. I love it. I can't even notice crafted by Chris. I don't know who this is. Chrissy. You're welcome, Miss A. Marie. You're welcome, Divine Bliss, Cheryl. Thank you for the lesson. I'm liking this. You the truth. Thank you. Hey, Valerie. Appreciate y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm out. Bye.